ओके एनीवे बॉयज, मार्केट ये डेली ओबी का हाई ओके इज गोइंग हायर. वी हैव दिस पुल ऑफ बाई साइड हियर, फर्स्ट प्रेजेंटेड बना है. दिस इज नॉट आवर फर्स्ट प्रेजेंटेड, हम इसको यूज करेंगे बिकॉज we'll include that volume imbalance as well. Opening range gap was fully filled in and now we are diverting higher into minor buy side. हमारे पास ये minor buy side भी है, right? But अगर मैं आपको दिखाऊँ, if I show you YM and YM is actually diverting lower, right? So it's a bit of decoupling. YM पर ये जो smooth lows है, I'm interested. YM went about buy side liquidity. Here I'm trying to teach you how to read the tape. इसको मैं थोड़ा shade light कर देता हूँ so that you can see a bit more clearly, right? अब ES इस 15 मिनट ES अगर 1 मिनट ES अगर देखो, ES पर माइनर बाई साइड है और 7500 राउंड फिगर भी ऊपर ही आ रहा है. एंड वी हैव इट ऐसा एक स्मार्ट मनी. ये दिस इज वाई एम ओके ES ओके. मैं आई एम गोना स्विच टू नैस्डैक. आप इसको इधर देखना और आप इधर देखना और मैं आपको अब नैस्डैक दिखाऊंगा. ओके यू सी इट इधर और इधर. दैट इज अ SMT, राइट? SMT कहाँ होते? वी नीड हाई टाइम फ्रेम पीरियड. ये डेली OB के हाई से अगर आप यू कुड हैव टेकन दिस चेंज द स्टेट ऑफ डिलीवरी एंट्री. अब मैं एंट्री मॉडल्स के बारे में नहीं बात कर रहा हूँ. I'm only talking about reading the tape here. So as I said, डॉलर पर इफ वी कैन गेट अ बिट ऑफ हायर प्राइसेस, है ना, डॉलर शॉर्ट टर्म अगर ये जो 4 आवर इनएफिशिएंसी है, राइट, और इसके क्वाड्रेंट्स भी मैंने मार्क करके रखे हैं, राइट. इफ इट वांट्स टू एक्सप्लोर शॉर्ट टर्म, इसको पूरा बैलेंस करना है. बाई साइड भी है और न्यू वीक ओपनिंग गैप के कॉन्सिक्वेंट इंक्रोचमेंट भी है, राइट. सो इफ डॉलर वांट्स टू एक्सप्लोर शॉर्ट टर्म हायर, राइट, और NQ वांट्स टू एक्सप्लोर शॉर्ट टर्म लोअर. अभी माइनर बाई साइड हैज बीन ब्रीच्ड, है ना, और हमने क्या व्हाट हैव वी डन? वी हैव लेफ्ट आवर फर्स्ट प्रेजेंटेड एज अ ब्रेकअवे गैप, राइट, और हमारे पास रिलेटिव इक्वल लोज भी है. सो मेरे को ये देखना है, आई वांट टू सी पर्सनली दे कुड रन द हाइज एंड ओके रन द ऑल टाइम हाइज अगेन एंड हम चले जाएंगे भाई. वी कुड बी बुलिश, बट कंसिडरिंग दैट YM इज गोइंग लोअर, है ना, YM अभी जा रही है नीचे, राइट, and dollar is going higher, so YM can maybe set the stage, right? And okay, YM is also coming, YM has started going higher. So ये हमारा YM का चार्ट है. So YM is coming from this inefficiency, okay, right. So we're just gonna look at NQ for now. Reading the tape here, okay, was presented opening range gap as well, right? Yesterday's event horizon daily OB high and the old high, इधर ये this was used, but ये जो relative equal low है ना, I'm personally interested in those relative equal lows now that buy side has been breached. See, इधर कोई inefficiencies नहीं बने हैं, right? There is no inefficiencies here up until here. 2 minute पर बने, 1 minute पर तो नहीं बना है, right? So just watching at price. I can't believe I didn't record properly, man. आधे से डालना पड़ेगा. कोई बात नहीं. चलो मैं आपको 15 मिनट भी दिखाई देता हूँ. लुक एट दैट. ये मैं आपको दिखाना चाहता था. ओके आई शो इट, अभी दिखाई देता हूँ. डेली के चार्ट अगर ले, इफ वी जस्ट लुक एट डेली, राइट, ऐसे देखे तो हमें बुलिश, राइट, और दिस वाज दैट डाउन क्लोज कैंडल. ये येस्टरडे का कैंडल है, तो मैंने ये OB का हाई मार्क करके रखा है, ये OB का ओपन मार्क करके रखा है, ये OB का मीन थ्रेशोल्ड मार्क करके रखा है. ओनली इफ इट वांट्स टू एक्सप्लोर एनी प्राइसेस लोअर, राइट. सीधा मैं आ जाऊंगा भाई 15 मिनट पर. एज यू कैन सी हमने बनाई इंटरनल SMT, राइट, इंटरनल SMT, एंड नाउ हम इसको यूज करके हम जा रहे हैं ऊपर, राइट. वी हैव अ बाई साइड लिक्विडिटी हियर, है ना. See, look at that. Look at the wick holding price. But even though relatively को लो छोड़े है, मैं इंटरेस्टेड रहूँगा उस पर. एन के ऊपर बहुत क्लीन लग रहा है. या एन के ऊपर बहुत क्लीन है ना. अब आ जाओ 1 मिनट पर. अरे ये क्या हो गया. यही भाई, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. इफ आई यूज दैट मिडनाइट ओपन का इंडिकेटर, यही होता है. So as of now, we can see how price is left the range, है ना. That's what you want to see, right? And we have buy side here, है ना. हमारे पास इधर buy side है, right? Now it feels like ये target कर रही है buy side को. This is our 931st presented, which was left as a breakaway gap, right? And we are attacking the buy side now. So either, if you ask me if I want to take an entry, it is kind of too far right now to take an entry. ES ने उठा ली high of day, I mean high of जो all time highs फिर से उठा ली, right? ये जो बाई साइड है और ये जो बाई साइड है, इसका बीच को क्या कहते हैं हम? इवेंट होराइजन, राइट. इज इवेंट होराइजन. We haven't had any significant retracements, so I don't think an entry इधर बनता. मैं इवेंट होराइजन वॉच कर रहा हूँ, राइट. YM is diverting lower again. Okay, Nasdaq is breaching the buy side. Let's look into a 5-minute chart, right? We have a major pull of buy side, which is Asia highs, which is here, right? If we can get some speed above it, then मेरे को लग रहा है buy all time highs ही जाएगा, which is fair enough, absolutely fair enough, because of the जो कल मैंने ट्रेड पकड़ा भाई 200 हैंडल का, उसके बाद what do I expect, right? इसलिए इधर भाई, like you don't have to trade every day. अगर एक 5 दिन होते हैं, अगर एक भी दिन में अगर if you get like 100-150 handle, then भाई take it a bit easy. You don't have to, you don't have to trade that often, trade that hard all the time, right? थोड़ा easy ले, it's okay. But I might engage the markets for shorts. Why? Just because of the relative equal lows we have, and if we form some kind of SMTs at the high, which I don't think we will, because ये buy side pull के बहुत करीब है, इसको poke ही कर देगा, right? YM is diverting lower, as I told you. YM is exploring the sell side, right? YM पर अगर 5 मिनट दिखाओ, ये जो मैंने sell side किया था, these are relative equal lows, right? YM is diverting lower, है ना? We'll come back to NQ. That's how NQ looks like right now. ऐसे. So buy side liquidity pool इधर है. Wanna see what happens. इसको हटा देता हूँ. Don't need that. See, I told you, ये wick के पास कोई resistance नहीं था. We saw that here. Speed के साथ, right? Displaced above the minor buy side. So we are waiting. Abhi idhar, if I ask me how would you have engaged the markets today in the opening, I don't actually see any that good of an entry, honestly. Yeah, you could have. You could have taken the opening range gap high जब tap हो रहा था, right? You could have placed your stops about underneath the opening range gap low. Right? Look at that daily OB से आ रहा है, right? It's beautiful, right? Speed मिलता है भाई. इधर क्या होते हैं? Daily institutional sponsorship होता है. These are sponsorship levels where it gets yep. Okay, so look at a dollar goes above the high lower quadrant of that 4 hour CB, right? Lower quadrant पर we're getting this 55 minute. 5 minute पर जाऊंगा. Maximum I go look at is 5 minute, right? 5 minute is here. What about 60 minute? कोई PDR है? कोई PDR नहीं है, बहुत गंदा है. Very unclean, right? So 4 hour 1 hour CB or right? Okay, let's look at the 5 minute on dollar. ऐसे देखते हैं. This inefficiency, 5 minute inefficiency here, small little inefficiency, है ना? As of now holding price, coming back to NQ. ये बाई साइड और ये बाई साइड के हाफ को हम क्या कहते हैं? The half between two pools is called event horizon. Look at the bodies, है ना? Look at the bodies. Now I'll be closely monitoring this. Fair value gap comes back into that fair value gap, right? And I'm going to mark that FEG. Right, consequent encroachment right there. Tries to go to the buy side. When a 50 handle scalp बन जाता. But it's just too far up in premium too long. And shorts बनेंगे मेरे को नहीं पता. I'm just trying to read order flow, and order flow looks very bullish, right? Event horizon again, right? Fails to get to that buy side. What the fuck is event horizon doing, right? So I'm watching this FEG. I want to see how that acts like. Consequent encroachment is getting held right there, right? Small little inversion. Event horizon से आ रहा है ये. Just watching price, no interest of shorting right now. Even if हम short करेंगे, we will wait for some speed and displacement क्योंकि हम इधर target करने वाले. It's not going to be some लच्चू पुच्चू short, okay? It's not going to be some dumb short. It's going to be like a big short, okay? It's going to be a big short. अगर नहीं मिला तो नहीं मिला. We won't engage, है ना? क्योंकि मैंने इधर में LTV को lows है भाई, right? There's a pool of buy side here, है ना? Consequent encroachment, look at that, right? Comes into here, this inefficiency, pokes into it, right? Coming back to dollar, right? 5 minute inefficiency, है ना? The 5 minute inefficiency. If dollar wants to pursue higher into the half of the 4 hour CB and upper quadrant as well, right? While NQ we can get some lower prices, is what I'll be interested in. Don't forget we have our pool of buy side here. If everybody's gonna start chasing the short, right, it would be nice if they can run it up higher again, stop all of them out, then form an amazing short. Or if it can just wants to go lower, that's why I'm asking for more evidence. I want price to prove to me that it wants to go lower. है ना? Let's see what happens. I want to see if that wants to get used as an inversion array. Dollar has switched higher. Okay. Right. Okay. Kind of diverting lower. If we can form a fair value gap here, I would be interested in it. 5 मिनट में भाई 15 मिनट कैंडल क्लोज होगा. सो इधर इफ ऐसे अगर क्लोज होता है, इधर एक फेयर वैल्यू गैप बनेगा, राइट? नाउ दैट्स गोना बी रियली क्रूशियल बिकॉज वो फेयर वैल्यू गैप को यूज करके ऊपर ना चले जाए. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम होल्डिंग माय शॉट्स राइट नाउ. थोड़ा मैं सब्र कर रहा हूँ. So if we can form a FEG there, right? You know what? I think I'm gonna try it. एक बार डॉलर देख लेते हैं. डॉलर. Let's see. Let's see ये कैसे रिएक्ट करता है, देखते हैं ब्रो. लेट मी जस्ट, आई एम जस्ट गिवन इट अ फ्यू मिनट्स बिकॉज अगर शॉर्ट जाना है तो इधर से जाएगा, अगर नहीं जाना इट्स गोना गेट डिसरिस्पेक्टेड. सो आई एम वेटिंग, आई एम वाचिंग द कॉन्सिक्वेंट इंक्रोचमेंट ऑफ दिस गैप इन्वर्जन, राइट? अभी 4 मिनट में भाई 15 मिनट कैंडल बनेगा, तो वी माइट गेट अ look at the bodies there, right? Even if I want to take the trade, I'll take something like this. I'm not taking it right now, I'm just reading the tape, right? Breakaway gap बना था first presented. It's going to be a very short trade. Given it some time, सब्र रखो भाई. Okay, I'm gonna sell short there at that OB. Okay, OB पर sell करूँगा मैं, right? Where can my stops go? My stops can go above the inversion, right? Give it a little space, right? Or it's gonna be a very bread and butter. Okay, हम इधर bread and butter करेंगे. I'm just gonna aim for RR की माँ चुदा है. I don't care about the RR. First presented को breakaway gap left किए थे, right? तो हम सिर्फ छोटा सा एक first presented की ओर trade देखेंगे. बस that's gonna be our only trade for the day. CB there, okay, respected. Execution थोड़ा हटा देता हूँ. Right, stops are above here. Inversion के ऊपर consequent encroachment. Look at that inversion. Bodies couldn't close. CB के ऊपर bodies couldn't close. And I took that OB पर entry ले लिया उधर. Okay, it was a good entry. You see the singular wick. I don't want price to come above that singular wick. If it can show some speed from here, that would be wonderful. It was left as a breakaway gap. Okay, अभी 1 मिनट में by 15 मिनट BC बनने वाला है इधर. तो ये हमारा बुलिश ऑर्डर ब्लॉक है. सी देयर इज नो रेजिस्ट, देयर इज नो सपोर्ट देयर. दिख रहा है आपको? कोई सपोर्ट मिल रहा है उधर? नहीं मिल रहा है, राइट? इट डिसरिस्पेक्टेड. ओबी का लो लेने के बाद वो ओबी नहीं रहता, राइट? 15 मिनट अभी क्लोज होगा. बहुत गंदा सा बीसी बना है. सो देखते हैं. ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज. ये क्या भाई, बढ़िया ट्रेड ही बन गया ब्रो. क्या 1 ही 2 मिनट में टीपी हिट हो गया? ये कैसे भाई? Gonna give it some time. अब अगर मैं इधर देखूं, क्यों सी आई कैन टारगेट द सेल साइड, है ना? बट इधर आप आपने अपने एपेटाइट लाओगे कि व्हाट आर यू प्रेफरिंग, व्हाट डू यू प्रेफर, हाउ डू यू वांट टू एंगेज द मार्केट्स, राइट? अगर डू यू वांट टू ask that much from the markets, or do you just want a low hanging fruit and just get out of the market? क्या चाहिए मेरे को? आज चाहिए भाई low hanging fruit. क्यों? क्योंकि first presented was left as a breakaway gap. I'm anticipating a return back into it. एंड देन अगर उसके थ्रू जाए सेल साइड, आई डोंट केयर. अगर उससे ऊपर जाए तो आई डोंट केयर. सी 15 मिनट कैंडल क्लोज हुआ है ना. 15 मिनट कैंडल क्लोज हुआ, बेसी बना है, एंड नाउ इट वांट्स टू गो हायर. 10 AM opens up there, right, giving it some space. We have this inefficiencies. मैंने स्टॉप अभी तक ट्रेल नहीं किए. इज मैं अगर 2 मिनट दिखाओ, 2 मिनट, राइट, 3 मिनट, no bearish signatures at all. 5 minute, 5 minute inefficiency से जा रहा है ऊपर. We have 5 minute inversion here as well. If that wants to hold price is what I want to see. If it wants to stop me out, it can stop me out. चलता है. But 10 AM opened up here and goes straight higher. Okay, 10 AM 4-hour candle is probably doesn't have a good wick. See, this is a bullish order block, right? I'm going to use the last candle here, right? मेरे को उधर भाई, I don't want to see any support there. So I would want to see some speed, disrespect through it, right? That's what I want to see, because I don't want to be selling a bullish order block, because if it's, I'm anticipating this is not a bullish order block, even though it looks like a bullish order block, but I'm anticipating it's not a bullish order block, and I'm anticipating a run through it and to it to this low minor sell side. मैं ये OB का mean threshold मार्क करूँगा, body to body right there. Mean threshold is right there, है ना? Getting respected as of now. If I show you the 15-second, right? Small little inefficiency. If it wants to send price lower, displays through the mean threshold, right? Inverse this BC, है ना? ये BC inverse हो गया, right? Holding it there. 30-second दिखा दूँ. We have fair value gaps here, right? Sell side delivered, buy side delivered. ये BPR बन गया है. अगर हम बुलिश है तो इधर से उड़ के जाएगा, माई स्टॉप्स आर गोना गेट हिट. अगर हम बेरिश है तो भाई इधर से उड़ेगा, नीचे जाएगा भाई इधर. इफ यू आर बेरिश, माइनर बाई साइड हटा देता हूँ. ये है हमारा बेरिश ओबी, राइट? माइनस ओबी, bearish OB, right? Inefficiency, consequent encroachment, right there, fails to get the inversion. What does it show you? I know it's a very small trade, but RR is not a big deal. Don't even focus on them, guys. Just focus on the points and the size you use. Looking at एक बार डॉलर चेक कर लेते हैं. 5-minute inefficiency, right? With this OB here, down close. That's why. Higher prices चाहिए भाई, डॉलर पर हायर चाहिए, तभी NQ पर लोअर मिलेंगे. Okay, here we have stops of the everybody that's long, right? Think like smart money for a while, right? We're in a bullish market, everybody's gonna long, है ना? अब हम उनके स्टॉप्स को टारगेट करेंगे. As of now, the OB is getting respected. ये bullish OB भी respect हो रहा है, bearish OB भी respect हो रहा है. अगर हम नीचे के साइड बैठे हैं, है ना, तो हमको bullish OB, we want to see that getting disrespected. All of its quadrants getting disrespected. There is an internal SMT here, okay? Touches the high of, touches the low of the OB. Speed अगर दिख जाए, switching back into 15-second time frame. CB right there, comes back again into that CB there, right? OB, 1 minute OB is holding price. Look at the wicks. Short term low taken. I want to see some speed below it. OB ka main threshold. I want to see that getting disrespected. There we go. We have this. What is this? Rejection block. है ना? Rejection block है ना ये? कुछ तो block है भाई. Vacuum block, rejection block. Don't want to see any shit there. Come back and एक या दो candle में TP hit हो जाए बस. Small. Look at this is a devil's mark 932 पर बना है. Rejection block holding price. We have small little inefficiency. Right? इसको देखूंगा मैं. है ना? Eat through this wick. Eat through the half of the wick is what I want to see personally. ये singular wick भी है, so I don't want to see any return back here. ये area पर return ना होए. This area, right? Stay underneath this wick's conjugate encroachment. Use this order block का main threshold as a premium array, है ना? All discount arrays in a cell program becomes what? Premium array, right? And send price lower. Anticipating an institutional order flow entered right there, stays below the conjugate encroachment in the lower half. इसके lower half पर है. इसको हटा दूँ क्या? Lower half पर है ना? Stops can be cut here. अब भाई $40 रिस्क कर रहा हूँ to make $200. अगर ये stop out भी हो जाए तो what is the big deal, right? Give me a second. Whatever block this is, नाम नहीं पता भाई. ICT के बहुत सारे blocks है bro. But function सबका एक ही होता है. It's either gonna set price higher or it's gonna set price lower. इसलिए don't get confused about the names and all. Function भाई सिर्फ दो ही होते हैं. It's gonna either send price higher or either send price lower. So मैंने कहा था जो long करके बैठे ये देखकर सबके stop इधर लगे उनको target करने जा रहे हैं अभी. Right? I want to see some speed below this low. ऐसा ना हो कि इसको hunt their stops and go higher. No. I'm anticipating a return back into first presented. Ooh. Rejection block, eh? Traded, okay, this candle opens up traded higher into the OB as well as the opening price right there. है ना? Okay, I did not want to see that, honestly. Still giving it a chance. ES has taken out this high. Gonna give it a couple minutes. There is nothing to the left side to use. That's the problem. कोई inversion होता तो we could have used it. This is not ideal. I don't want to see it. Rejection block se. But just giving it some room and space. होता है. ये OB low और OB high के बीच में we have this inefficiency, है ना? उसको मैं mark कर देता. I know charts can get a little bit ugly. That's inefficiency right there. Everybody's gonna start chasing the longs, right? Maybe maybe I'm wrong. But even if I'm wrong, I'm only risking only a little bit, 20 points, right? And even if I was right, which I was very close to being right, I was about to make $200. So अब इधर आप return देखो, right? So losses को छोटे रखो, wins को बड़े रखो. But that's the only criteria. We have this inversion. Let's see how it goes. ये अगर first presented से बनता, it would have been better. क्योंकि हम we would have reached a proper discount. But कोई बात नहीं. Just one day or the week, small loss चलता है, I guess. Dollar has switched a little bearish. That's why. मेरे को ये देखना था डॉलर पर ऊपर जाए. ये bearish हो गया. That's why we're getting higher prices in Nasdaq. अब ये fair value gap मैं watch करूँगा. I'm gonna take all of this off because honestly doesn't look that good. क्योंकि ये basis है. It can just go rip up against the all-time highs. Okay, we've been stopped out, which is fine because buy side इधर ही है ना? Buy side is right here. Okay, we've been stopped out. It's okay. Shit happens like this. कोई बात नहीं. Inefficiency है हमारे पास ये इधर. Buy side है. So we have all-time highs here. ES has taken all-time highs and ES has taken this high. ये high ES उठा लिया. तो आई थिंक ये बाई साइड की ओर जा रहा है. This becomes our reclaimed BC, right? This also becomes our reclaimed BC. We can look at dollar. Okay. I'm thinking of taking a small little scalp from this inefficiency to this buy side here, right there. So I'm gonna try this long. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This is this is how I'm gonna teach you how to mitigate your losses. Stops can go there, right? And aim कहाँ कर सकते हैं? We have buy side here, right? Or we can aim 2700 इधर ही है. 700 is also there. So basing this entry, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I'm accepting that I was wrong. Price doesn't want to go lower. Keying this entry off of this fair value gap there and this reclaimed BC right there. We have all-time highs here. Okay, and we have a few targets that I want to look at. It. I'm just gonna ये down close का deviations draw करूँगा मैं. -2 and -2.5, right? That's -2 and -2.5. I'm gonna exit at the consequent encroachment right there. Bus. That's going to be my trade. Reclaimed busy. Last try. Okay, my stop is covering this busy, this busy, this reclaimed busy, also this inversion fair value gap. Right? My stop is covering all of them. This inversion I'm talking about here. IVG. Event horizon again. Inversion there. This bullish order block. It would be really funny if they target my initial draw on liquidity, which was first presented, right? It would be really funny if they do that. Which is okay. भाई बहुत गलती साबित कर दिया. Like absolutely wrong today in the markets. Absolutely really wrong. I think I'm going to close this position. I'm going to close the position. Because I don't think it's going to. Yes, that's my position right there. मैंने close किया है. Okay. So, I'll make a few things clear. Minus 40 plus कितने पर minus 40 is equal to $80 down, right? Minus 80 down. Loss mitigation. That's going to be my trade. Treat that as a reclaimed BC, a reclaimed CB to send price lower. So up until now, I've had two partial losses. Initial bias was right. When it seemed I'm off side again. So I'm going to be exiting at the first presented consequent encroachment, right? Only see this used as a reclaimed CB. Come below it, okay? Don't get confused in the numbers, okay? I have a certain daily loss limit, okay? 100 के नीचे ये हर अभी losses have been below $100. If I show it to you, कितने है down? 36 and 40. It's just $80, not a big deal, okay? So attempting this right there. I'm gonna be aiming for this much. इसमें भाई loss mitigate भी हो जाएगा and I'll be up on the day as well. It's an inversion. This is gonna become a reclaimed CB. So even if this gets stopped out, I'll be only down about 1.8 hour, right? If 1 hour is $100, I'll be down about 2 hours, about $200, about $180, which is, not bad. We have these relatively equal lows here as well. Inversion है. Quick look at dollar. Quick look at dollar. 5-minute inefficiency again, right there. 5-minute CB. If that could get inversed. 15-minute inefficiency. It's not even clean, bro. It ain't even clean, man. 10:30 ho gaya, bro. It's 10:30. Here is where you would want to see some speed from the markets. Inversion right there. See, losing money in the game is a very normal part, especially when, it's a confusing day like this. So my initial stops were there. That would have been also hit because idhar aane ke baad, when I see this retrace, that's the reason I cut my stops here. तो मैंने सिर्फ I was risking how much? I was risking about $40, right? फिर मैंने क्या किया? मैंने इधर long किया, considering that okay, we're gonna reclaim the BC. right? Now that also I longed here and I closed the position here on a $40 loss, because when I saw this and I'm like, okay, event horizon again, rejection block there again, right? Comes below the here inversion, comes below the busy, so it did not reclaim, it did not, I didn't see what I wanted to see. Either मेरे को देखना था buy speed and just go to the buy side if we were in a bullish run. But then when I saw this coming, I was like, okay, fuck, I'm wrong again. I'm not saying that I'm wrong again. This is the only time I was wrong. Idhar मैं wrong नहीं था, I was right. So wrong here, accepted it. I closed the position on a small loss, right? I was risking a lot, right? I closed it on a small loss here, and I sold short again based off of this reclaimed CB and this CB here and this inversion fair value gap here. And I'm anticipating that it is gonna go target the was presented. Look at that, 4 is right there, right? -4 udhar hi aa raha hai. That's why I'm gonna be like, okay, let's target the first presented. This is an advanced model, usually works out. That's the reason I'm shorting, is because first presented was left as a breakaway gap, and this coming back into the range, I'm like, okay, first presented is in play if they want to take it to the first presented right there. What if I'm wrong here again? But if I'm wrong here, boom, done. I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and that's it. I'm done. I don't give a fuck that I've taken a loss. I've taken a loss, and I'm showing it on my social media. Bro, losses are apart, buddy. Losses are apart, right? Losses are apart. I don't have any necessity to be right in the market every single day. No, prove me wrong. Majority of the times I'm right, but sometimes prove me the fuck wrong. Keep me humble a little bit, right? As an analogy, you become so cocky that, oh fuck, I'm the best in the game, and then boom, a capital wipeout. Not again. No more that kind of shit again. So yes, let's see what happens. I'm gonna play it out. Stops are there at the high. Stop out करना है तो करो, नहीं करना है तो भाई. Here's my TP right there. Consequent encroachment of the first presented. Uh, so yeah, it is what it is. It's trying to pick the top. I'll be honest. Nobody's shorting right now. It's just me trying to pick the top. Oh man, शोध कॉफी गिर गया. There you go. That's our stop there. See, fucking long here, short here. What a day. What an ugly day, eh? What an ugly day is. Fuck, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, why. There you go. We've been stopped out, officially fucking stopped out, and we've been proven very wrong today in the markets. Markets has obliterated us. However, you use that fucking word. So, what the fuck was this? Okay, so here is my results. Right, this is $1,000 paper account. Uh, two partial losses. Right, two partial losses and a full loss. So we are down about. This is at yesterday's trade, right? So we are down about. Let's call it 180. Fuck's sake. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. This is gonna go on fucking YouTube. So enjoy the fucking day, boys. And I hope you all enjoyed the tape reading session. Subscribe, buddy. Subscribe.